One of the things that is lacking and that is causing us not to progress is our identity. We have an identity crisis in Zimbabwe. A lot of young people like me, they don't want to be associated with farming. They want to be IT, computers, sitting in air-conditioned offices and commanding things. But at the end of the day, they don't have money. All they accumulate is debt, 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 debt. But the people that are really making it, that are making money, for example, like Terima Posa, all these young people that we are seeing emerging, that are embracing our Africanness. Look in the music industry. Those that are embracing their Africanness. Biggest artists that we ever exported in Zimbabwe, Oliver Mtukudzi, or Thomas Mapfumo, Mbuya Stella Chweshe, or even the likes of Bundu Boys and Mukumba. These people, they have embraced our Africanness. And a lot of bands that are playing out there that we don't see on mainstream social media, that are being hired in foreign lands to play Zimbabwean sound. And these people are making huge chunk of money just because of embracing our Zimbabweanness. This is the problem that we are lacking. This is nothing to do with any political party. This is everything to do with the sustainability of Africa, the sustainability of Zimbabwe, what will take us into the future. When you look at Africa, you look at what are the strengths that Africa has. Africa has got the strength of minerals. Africa has got strength of arable land. Africa has got strength of vast number of resources, rivers. We have abandoned all of them, including our leaders, our African leaders. A lot of them, our curriculum are not built around the strengths that we have, be it in agriculture, in mining. They are not building that strength. It's transnational companies that are coming to try and build our mining industry. We don't need that. We need to grow from what we have. If we use our arable land wisely, we could be feeding the world cooking oil in terms of wheat, in terms of meat. But alas, we are having hunger in Africa. So, coming back to Zimbabwe, I was watching Makadzi and a collaboration that she did with V. Mampizi from Botswana. And I could not stop and wonder and see how these people celebrate their culture. Their music is fully entrenched in their culture, and that makes them to thrive on the global scale. Because the global scale is looking for our original stories, or the stories that originate from us. Hence, you see the likes of Burna Boy and the Nollywood is thriving. Their dramas are not based on a contemporary American lifestyle. It's based on their own native Nigerian lifestyle. That's what we need as Zimbabweans. Into our dramas that we do, into our movies that we produce, into our music that we play, into us YouTubers, we need to go back to our Africanness and say, what is it that identifies us? And we need to sell it back to the world. That's the only way we can see progress. I was watching what Wode Maya has made from consuming our own local African content. Some of the things we're learning in geography as we're going to school. But from this content, from Zimbabwean content alone, he has managed to rake around 5 million views in the past month that he was in Zimbabwe. And if you can check on Wode Maya's YouTube, there is not any place where he had so much content that has been published on his channel than what he did in Zimbabwe. What are we doing as Zimbabweans? To tell our own story, to talk about our own country, in spite of the challenges that we have. We've got so many of them, from all the political divides. But if we can tell our African story, if we can go back to the drawing board of our African roots, maybe challenges that seem so unsurmountable might be a walk in the park. Tell me what you think in the comment section.